Hello and welcome to Authentic Reality Now 2018. Your authentic awakening to infinite love. We are now fully in 2018. We are abounding in freedom. Abounding in freedom. Think of that. 2018 is a year of great change and awareness. It is an opening unlike any we have seen on the planet before as we begin to open to the light within in new and unprecedented ways. So, the biggest opening of all is to the experience of being Source in action, not just in words or concept, but truly knowing at the heart level, as Jared Hewitt so eloquently explains. What does this really mean? It means beginning to understand who you are fully, what you were placed here for. And that's many different things, to answer many different things, to enjoy, to have abundance, to go forth. So, what your deepest desires and truths are, that also will be revealed. How to embrace life. Every different facet of life, you will know how to respond, live, and grow in and through, not diminished. And creating the changes you wish to embody in this new year. Remember, time is a sentient agreement, this calendar that we follow in different areas, different countries. That's a sentient agreement. We know that time is recorded far beyond and more what we in our language and our concepts of understanding of what time is can actually do. So nothing is specifically perfect, but our purpose, our goals, and becoming authentic in all things is who we truly are and what we desire to achieve, even if we've never voiced that or understood. Every flame has a wick. What's your ignition? What is the ignition inside of you? That's your authentic core. That being inside, the part of you in your inner system that you cannot touch. All of that which is your sound, your light, your vibration that comes from what? Spirit. Your spirituality is the major key to your physical, emotional, mental, and the everyday third dimensional world in which we live and where we are very active in our skin suit, our physical body. Authentic connection. That's what you are seeking. Authentic connection to what? To Source and all there is. And to gain that, it begins with love, having the heart of love, because you were created because of love. You are here because of love. And love is that wick within. True, authentic love. This new year is truly an opportunity for a new you, as authentic connection moves us through an ancestral release and a deep genetic opening, allowing for all of our light DNA to open and connect as we experience this great opening of 2018. This is your destiny of love and abundance now. No more waiting or wishing. 2018 is written in the annals of time. This particular time frame as that which ushers in a new era, a new age. As you can see from alternative fact or alternate news or this or that, you're seeing more openness and more disclosure. That isn't just something that happened by chance. That's synchronicity at work for a specific purpose and reason. Just remember, don't make it difficult and complicated. Remember just to allow. I allow Source to place within me. I allow my God. I allow my ancestors, all that have gone before, to provide unto me that which I need for this time in which I walk. Receiving everything specifically for yourself. for you. Receiving the evolution, how you are evolving and learning in your mindset, in your heart, more about your physical, your mental, about sacred geometry, about gematria, about numbers, about all those things that were created by Source with specific purpose and specific design, just as you are. Learning of your ascension. Ascension means going up in greater knowledge, understanding, and the ability to navigate as Source desires. The completion begins within. What is completion? I didn't say the ending. Knowing that you will have this authentic platform to bound forward, higher, deeper, greater in all that is within you. All of this is for the now and all the nows to come. Every second, every minute, every hour is the now. So authentic reality stems from authentic connection always. Not taking and making a religious tradition of, oh, we did that once on a Sunday or on a Wednesday or one. No, every second that you are alive, the sound, the light, the vibration, the energy that comes from spirit is available to you. No more waiting. Seek and receive. Things will come in as you need them and as you allow them. So remember, the presence that is always present is always providing. Only your traditions or the lack thereof have kept you looking for what? The OOS, obvious outside sources. You have followed the worldly way of looking, and so have many of us. But now we know that the true connection and ignition is within and above. So we're always to go within first, not without. Begin this simple process by opening your heart. Yes, your heart. By placing your hands on your heart space. And if you don't know how, look at some of my other videos about your essential essence, yourself. 5 simple steps. Same thing all the time. Begin opening the heart with a simple 4-word chant. Now you see that it's broken down into 5 words because the 4th word, bhavantu, is actually a conjunction 2 words. So, this is a Sanskrit mantra. Sanskrit being the oldest, one of the oldest languages in the known world. It's not a traditional Vedic Shanka. It expresses the universal spirit found within all beings. So when you're saying or using Sanskrit, you are new and you are ancient at the same time. This chant calls for freedom and happiness throughout the world and universes within this realm. This mantra too can be called personal responsibility. It is your call for you being personal responsibility, not looking for someone else to come in and provide for you. You go within, and when you have your wick fully ignited and you are allowing an opening, you are receiving a greater flow of spirit, a greater flow of truth, a more steadying force within you so that you are totally awakened and aware to all that you encounter, see, feel, and hear. Instead of being one tossed to and fro on a wave of up, sometimes down. No, you are now viewing things from a different perspective of sacred neutral, knowing all that you need surrounds you. All that you need is above you, within you, and provided for you, and you are shown how to access. So let's look at this. This mantra, again, is a call to personal freedom. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Go on YouTube and look at the beautiful, wonderful videos by Deva Premal and many, many others. You can get it in the ancient form or the newest. It doesn't matter. It's the meaning of the words. Loka. Loka is the location of all universes and realms existing now. What are we? authentic people of the now. Sumasta is all beings living within your sphere of influence, meaning your meditation goes forth to affect their atmosphere. Sukhino means centered in happiness, joy, and free from suffering. This should be a chant that you just have within you for any time. Bhav, the state of divine union or divine connection, which is what? The authentic power. The authentic connection to that source, that origin from whence we all were created. That pool of infinite love, infinite abundance, infinite power, infinite growth, infinitely the answer. What does that make us? Co-creators and co-contributors to the now. And unto. Bhav unto. Unto means it must be so. May it be so. I agree that it is now. Wonderful. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Again, I'm going to say this 5 times. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. 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 Shanti, shanti, shanti. And so it is. Now, how to remain as the authentic spiritual master of yourself. You know, as you grow in yourself, then your light, your sound, your vibration goes forth, and it is different. When you add to, you don't remain the same. You grow. You expand, you expound, and all that is within you is displayed in all that you do, even if it's just your employment. Remember, you bring the essence of yourself everywhere you are. And the greater love, the greater peace, the greater awareness, the greater enjoyment, you will no longer just be fallen by everything that happens. How do you remain that way? How do you remain continually in the now? How do you remain authentic? By remaining in union and communion. The infinity symbol has no beginning, no end. Only source, only your God, only your divine male, divine female, the universe, whatever you refer to as the highest. You remain in union and communion. You can't remain in union and communion if you don't connect and commune. So that means what? Daily led, daily fed. Acknowledging the ancestors and ascended ones with gratitude. Be grateful for those who have gone before you. They plowed the field. They suffered. They went through the time frame and the time stream that they had for their lifetime in this earth realm. And that took you one step higher. Remember how a lot of times you would hear in various religions, we're climbing Jacob's ladder, every round goes higher and higher. Well, I'd like for you to view that wherever you are now. If you're not going higher and higher, I don't mean more pizza parties. I don't mean more teen events. I don't mean more shut-ins. I don't mean more of that. I mean, are you actually saying, a year ago I was here, this year I have now gone to that? Or are you doing the same thing and really living the same day, the same week, the same action over and over again? You're not in the now. You're not current. You have stagnated in a relic, and the only thing that's changing is the calendar day on your wall, your phone, your computer, your laptop. Same day in and day out. Not connecting, not in union or communion. Now you're in union with a culture, you're in union with a body, you're in union with those that you like. But are you really growing and going greater, higher, deeper? Think about that. Excuse me. When was the last time you said, thank you for my grandparents, my parents? Thank you for those who have gone before. They were on a different playing field than you are, preparing the way. Every level prepared the way for you to be here and now. Extend a great amount of gratitude for that. Embrace with enthusiasm every new aspect of your humanness. When you're allowing connection and allowing the flow to come within you, and your understanding and your hearing and your heart, all of your senses are rising based on what you are receiving and allowing. There will be things that will become very obvious to you. Okay, you know you actually do XYZ on this. This is not a put down. It isn't anything but bringing to your awareness so that you know that the aspects, you're like a great crystal with many different facets, a diamond with many different facets. They're not all the same. They all serve a purpose, especially when you align them in love. When you are aware of them, you are authentically able to be the one who masters those particular aspects and perspectives of your true personality, your true spirit, your true mind, your true heart, and you'll know how to blend, gain, and grow. What it does, most of all, it gives you an opportunity to release things that you have held and thought was the way that you should judge yourself. Because you know when you judge yourself, you judge others twice as much harshly in the same area. So this is all about in love and saying, by the grace of God, that could be me. By the grace of all that's happened, that could be my step and my choice, because you have infinite, no beginning, no end, potentials and possibilities. So you're learning to awaken and accept some things, release those things, and receive the light and the power to go forth in all that you are in a more beautiful way, because you must be current with the current that you're in. You must be now with the now that you're in. You must be, because you are here. You have the possibilities to grow and go and know. And to never again place your life in separate boxes as if this is my spirituality over here, my religion over here, and I don't have anything to do with science, when it all came from one source, one mindset, one consciousness, one ultimate infinite power over all. Not just to be thrown around, but for you to be aware of all the assets that you have that can enrich your life. Yes, that's 2018. Also, to remain as the authentic spiritual master, allow source to pour within you and accept that. Accept whatever the wisdom, accept the guidance, accept the purpose for the now. Because everything you're going in, you're saying, I need to know for now. What do I need for the now? Do not stagnate. Your authentic tradition is what? This is what your tradition should be. Daily led and daily fed. Daily empowered. Remain in the now and address the now. If it appears, if it comes up, guess what? You are a co-creator with billions and billions of others to come together. First in love with your mindset, your thoughts, your efforts. You will learn and grow in so many different ways that will keep you what? Current in the now, and as the co-creator, co-contributor that you truly are. As you end your meditation, always send up much love and gratitude. Seal your sacred domain with infinite light. The infinite light of the God who is the greatest of all things is surround me, to my north, to my south, to my east, to my west, below my feet, behind me. There is nothing that is not flooded and saturated with that loving light, that loving protection and guidance to all that I remain in union and communion. Then what do? You recognize what you've just done, what you've just received, what you've just heard. You record. You record it in your mind, you record it in your heart, you record it in ways that you will always remember, because it is so easy. Remember, we're in the quantum field. You go from 1 second, bing, to the next, something different. How do you remember that? By recording it, making a record of you, the authentic you, what actually happened. If it was a time of tears, if it was a time of joy, if it was a time of release, if it was a time of receiving, if it was a time of letting you know about abundance or greater things that are coming for you. Recognize, record, remember, and make sure you go back and review, because you are being and becoming authentic. That's what authenticity is. You are the co-creator of the now. Let's get busy with that. Remember, what you're doing in all of this is you're connecting to the power grid that never fails. What never fails? Electricity can fail. Gas can fail. But the power grid that never fails is infinite, and that is Creator. That is Source. You are where you are supposed to be. So it's up to you now to connect and get in that infinite flow, so that you're always the vessel that's pouring out and receiving. Receiving, pouring out, and doing it all from a place of love and from a place of feeling totally and completely as the authentic co-contributor and co-creator of the now. Remember, beloved, there is no such thing as left behind. Come back for your authentic reality now. Namaste.